What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I am Alex, and in this video, we got something very, very special for you. I'm joined by my good friend, Sway, and I brought him on because I said, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to predict the nominees for the Game Awards. So not necessarily the winners. In fact, I want to kind of get Sway back, and maybe a week before the Game Awards, we'll do another one where I do want to look at, once they give the nominees, we'll look at what I think they're going to do as the winners. I think this will be really cool to do this kind of event in a live stream. So I promise you guys more event type live streams. I wanted to do it. And we're just going to go in. I got the nominees over here. We're going to be doing some screen sharing. Sway and I got our lists, and we don't know each other's. So kind of a complete unknown for us as well. And, I was trying to think of how to make the community, you guys, I guess, just kind of sound off. You let me know and let us know what nominees you would put. And we're just going to go in order. So you'll be able to see what the nomination is. You'll see, I guess, what we say. And if you guys want to just leave in the comments, whatever you think about our picks and your picks, and maybe we can read a couple of them out, right? Maybe spend a couple minutes on each one. We're not going to do the esports, none of that garbage. We're not doing content creator of the year, none of that. Okay, so we're going to.
We already know content creator goes to Alex right there.
Thank
so
you.
we ain't got to worry about that.
I can't say it because that'd make my ego be really, really big. But yeah, so we're going to skip some of the bottom portion of it. I think this is going to be really fun. So Sway, is there anything you want to say to the class before we get started?
Thank you all for coming out and supporting. I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what some of your picks are for these nominees as well.
Yeah.
Happy to be here as always, and I can't wait to get it going.
All right. So I know you guys are leaving me like your like the game of the year and stuff. We're going to go very specific. So game of the year is one, and we're actually going to start there. We'll start with game of the year, but we got like game direction. In fact, let me just do this so you guys can kind of see it. Okay. So we're going to go through most of these. So we're going to start with game of the year, and then you guys, we'll jump around. I want to hear what your best art direction games are and things like that. So game of the year first. We're starting at the number one. I'll go first, Sway. You go, and then we'll reverse it for game direction. All right, here's what I got. Baldur's Gate 3, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Sea of Stars is my 6. I needed... Now, let me explain. Well, we can explain it just for a couple minutes so we don't take, 5 hours. Sea of Stars is that, like, indie... right? The one that's kind of like off the... They always do one.
Yep.
There's always one that, like, you're not expecting. So I think the rest are kind of shoo-ins. There's no way... Like, I guess the one you could argue is Starfield, but then I would counter with what would you... And this is... I guess we should also clarify, Sway. This is what we think they're doing.
Yep.
This is what we think they're going to put on Monday. Monday, Jeff is going to announce these. These are what we think they're going to put as the Game of the Year candidate. These are not necessarily ours. Right. So
right.
I probably should have said in the beginning. In fact, those aren't mine. At least some of them aren't. So that's mine. I think Starfield's the only one you can maybe argue, but I just don't know. There's 6 of them. I just don't know what. Maybe Sea of Stars is what would get knocked off, but there's always a under the radar indie like one, and I think it's that one. All right, Sway, your turn.
Okay, so I have a similar thinking to that too.
Okay.
I got Baldur's Gate 3. I got Tears of the Kingdom. I got Alan Wake. I got Spider-Man. I got Super Mario Bros. Wonder. My 6th game,
okay,
however, is the whole notion of they always throw something in to throw you off.
Yeah.
This is where I think that you're going to get a fighting game. This is where I think Street Fighter is going to be in here. The reason why I say that is because of how well it was reviewed, how complete it was, how innovative it was over the franchise, how much it set the standards of what fighting games should be and have going forward. As far as feature complete content. I think that's going to, because how often do we ever get a fighting game in the Game of the Year candidate? So I think that is going to be where they go and throw us off a little bit.
Like, so last year's Stray, I'd say, right, was like that was like the oddball one. Yeah, that's good. And let me just say one more time, these are not. I can tell if you want mine, I can tell you. I kind of want to wait because I want to kind of do our own award show later in the around Christmas. These are not my list. These are what I think they're gonna put. I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't put Zelda and I wouldn't put Mario because I haven't played either of them. So, for people at like Final Fantasy, it's not my list. This is what I think they're gonna do. Okay.
Yeah.
Sway, you start us off for best game direction.
Best game direction. I have Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Tears of the Kingdom, Jedi Survivor, Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can
I
swap out Hogwarts Legacy with Mario Wonder if you want, but that's what I decided on late.
and game direction awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. I was thinking about Hogwarts, but I thought because of that innovation thing that would probably
Yeah.
top it. Okay, mine, Cyberpunk, the DLC, but also just Cyberpunk in general. I thought that was one that I was going to forget about, but I remembered. Cyberpunk, Alan Wake 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Legend of Zelda, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was one that I also don't feel super like in my own one. I wouldn't
Same.
put Spider-Man on there, but I think they will. And Cyberpunk is one that, although I haven't, that's an example of like, I know you and I were talking right before we went live. Like, I had to think about the games that I haven't played that still would make an impact on the industry, and I think Cyberpunk would be one of them. So that is mine. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Okay, I'll go first. Baldur's Gate 3, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Alan Wake 2. Oh, I wrote Jedi Survivor twice. That was stupid of me. And Dead Space. Okay, so I'll let you go. Baldur's Gate 3, Jedi Survivor, Alan Wake 2, Dead Space. I got to think of one more. You know, I'm going to do Hi-Fi Rush because I think Hi-Fi Rush stands a chance, and that will appear in other ones, but I'll say that as an honorable mention for right now.
I got Baldur's Gate 3, Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Jedi Survivor, Hogwarts Legacy, and I got Mario Wonder.
Narrative. Mario has narrative?
Oh my god, no, I'll put that. Oh my god. All right. So I put that one down a little bit further. Like it meant to bleed over into sound, but in studio direction. Yeah. So it was.
Okay.
So now I got to come up with a sixth one.
Well, see, I did 5 for all of them except for, because I think they only did 5. I'm pretty sure for all but
I have 5 here.
5. Yeah.
Well, I have 6, but
I think at the end of the day, they only do 5 nominees for everything except for Game of the Year, which they do 6. Narrative that I didn't put: Baldur's Gate, Star Wars, Alan Wake, Dead Space. I really think Dead Space is kind of an under the radar because I wanted to like get that in there, and I also think they might want to get that in there at some point too. Dead Space. I think narrative makes a lot of sense because the narrative in the original was really good, and then I think the remake actually kind of helped the story. So I feel like it only kind of made that better. Resident Evil 4 is probably a good one, although like it's very obviously like we've played it, like back in the day. So that one's a tough one. And yeah, like Hogwarts Legacy, I'll maybe spoil it early. I don't think because I'm trying to think.
I don't think
like
it's winning anything.
I don't think it's gonna get nominated for almost anything, and I don't think I actually put it for anything on this list. Although we'll see. Okay, that was narrative. All right, you start us off for art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation.
I got Tears of the Kingdom, Super Mario Wonder, Hogwarts Legacy, Diablo, Lies of P.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. And mine's very different. Hi-Fi Rush, Baldur's Gate, Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, Sea of Stars. I think, what were yours again?
So I have Tears of the Kingdom, Super Mario Wonder, Hogwarts Legacy, Diablo, and Lies of P.
You know what? Yeah. I think maybe combining yours and mine, because I remembered Lies of P existed for like later ones. Lies of P is a really good one, and Mario's a really good one. But I also feel like Hi-Fi Rush from mine, and Sea of Stars, those 4. But then, like, if you do those 4, you can only do one more, and then you'd be leaving out Baldur's Gate and Spider-Man and a lot of the like the big time, Alan Wake. If I didn't say that, you'd be leaving a lot of those out. But I like, Lies of P. That's a good one. Okay, best score and music for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Which this one is different from the other, like, there's another one that's also music. Mine, I believe, are almost the exact same. I lost track of who's going first. You know who goes first for this one?
Oh my! I think I went first the last time.
Okay. All right. I got Hi-Fi Rush, Alan Wake 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Lies of P, and Final Fantasy 16. And I feel very confident about those 5.
Okay, I got Tears of the Kingdom,
Ugh.
Spider-Man 2, Jedi Survivor, Hogwarts Legacy, and Armored Core.
Oh my god! I don't think there was one similarity. I think we picked.
Nope.
I think we picked 11 different games.
We did there.
Best score for outstanding music. See, Hogwarts, I do believe, has a chance right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I think Hogwarts would be.
It was one of the things they bragged on too.
Yeah. But I just don't know. Like, they hate it, right?
They hate it. That's why I'm like, these are. I put them at like what they would do, but like at the same time, like as long as we get professionals here, which is highly debatable if we will, there's quite a few things I think it should be in the consideration to be a nominee.
Yeah.
If not in some, I think I could see cases for it being nominees. So that's why like a lot of Hogwarts is in mine, is because like I think that it should be in there, as well as I think that if we get professionals on the night, it will be on there. Because I think that at the same time they're expecting the audience to think that they're going to do that way, so they're going to swerve us to prove us wrong.
Yeah.
That's my thinking.
I can't, like, Hi-Fi Rush is built on the music, right? So I can't imagine, like, I want to like go to bat for that game. Alan Wake is also kind of built on by, like, so much of Alan Wake is actually music. Final Fantasy 16, the music is also legendary. So I feel like I would definitely hold on to those. I could be persuaded to leave Lies of P or Mario. The Mario soundtrack, honestly, I listened to it a little bit for this, but I could be persuaded to get away from. I could replace like Mario or Lies of P with Hogwarts, and I'd be okay. I want to get to, this is a good like breaking point, because people are bringing games that either I forgot about or we just don't have on our list. Sonic Superstars is the first one here. I don't know what he said. I don't know if it deserves a chance for maybe like the art design would be a good one for that. Armored Core 6 in best audio design. Is that what I think did you give it that?
Yep.
You get
yeah.
Atomic Heart. I'm sad to say I didn't put on anything. I feel like it's a good solid game, but it doesn't do anything to excel in any specific category.
Exactly.
Which is actually odd, because I think like Atomic Heart and say Hogwarts Legacy. I think Hogwarts Legacy has fallen, to earth, and I think Hogwarts Legacy is largely average, but it does have a couple things that really stand out.
Shine through. Yep.
Yeah, music, castle, so like art / See, what I was upset about when I grew up doing these, like my cousin and I actually pitched him the idea of to do a game awards for him and me. And we would like create like little cards, and we would go to our grandmother's house and we would do a game awards on the night of the game awards. And or I guess the Spike video game awards at the time. And we did best setting. And I swear best setting was a thing, but best setting is not a thing anymore. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. No.
Yeah. I was looking and I was like, okay, I'm waiting, because best setting I'd give to Hogwarts. And I was waiting and I looked through it, but no, it's like art design is really the closest that you get, because then look, it goes into like role playing, then it goes into genres. But in terms of like the world, it's game direction and art design. Those are like the two. There's nothing that's literally best setting, which is very odd. Anyway, that's my rant.
I see somebody going for Jedi Survivor. I love that score.
Now I'm way behind. All right, I won't go on so many rants. We'll just hit your comments. Resident Evil 4. Yeah, that one's a good one. And no problem, Peter. Dead Island 2 is a really good one that I also didn't put anywhere on my list, but it does.
Me neither. Oh my god.
I don't think it does. What does it deserve? You know what?
I'm just upset that I didn't think of it.
Yeah, I didn't think of it for best action game. When we get there, maybe I'll replace one of mine from. Hogwarts shouldn't be surprised if it gets some award or even talk. Yep, I agree with Sway. I'm not underestimating Tears of the Kingdom. I guess
No,
I haven't put it on as many as you. I kind of just put it on Game of the Year so far. That's kind of
mhm.
it. But I don't think it's going to get a sweep. I actually think people are
No.
undervaluing Baldur's Gate. I think Baldur's Gate will sweep.
I think Baldur's Gate, yeah, Baldur's Gate is going to be the one to sweep, and I honestly think that, like, just spoiling the league here, like, Baldur's Gate is going to win the. I think that's my personal win for Game of the Year.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that and Tears of the Kingdom are just battling for 1 and 2,
yeah,
with 3 and 4 being battled by Spider-Man and Alan Wake.
yeah. There you go. Final Fantasy 16 and Spider-Man 2 music are so good. Yep. Um. I think Star Wars Jedi Survivor should be a nominee, but it won't, and that's a disaster. Yeah, it doesn't fit in that many categories, which is odd. Liza P might win something. I think it will. Should we? I think you have to count again. Like, this is on them, right? This is on them. Myself, I don't consider remasters qualify. Like, if I do a Game of the Year on my own, I don't count
Mhm.
remasters. I will count remakes though, because they are generally kind of new, even though
No,
like the
yeah,
base game isn't. Um, but I totally get, like, if you don't want to count those, I get that. In fact, yeah, unless there's a category for best remake, there's been enough each year where they could do that, and they just don't. Okay, I think this is what normal streamers do: is they'll read some comments, they'll stop, and then we go back to it. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So now we got the other audio one. I believe you're leading
best
us in
audio
this
design. Okay, so
audio
yeah, for best
design.
audio design, I got Spider-Man 2. I got Resident Evil 4.
Ooh,
I have Alan Wake 2. I have Dead Space Remake.
there you go.
And I have Jedi Survivor.
There you go. That's good. I got best audio design: Hi-Fi Rush, Alan Wake 2, Dead Space 2, Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So I think we're pretty in line there. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. I don't want to like jump the gun, because again, like, I want it to be its own stream. I think Alan Wake and Hi-Fi Rush kind of are going to battle to win that one. I
As
don't
they
really
should.
think any other game stands a chance, and I think that's actually quite, except for maybe Dead Space, but I think it's quite fair that Alan Wake or Hi-Fi Rush would win that one. That's just a personal opinion. Best performance award to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and/or performance capture. Okay. I just wrote like the name of the character, not
Okay.
not like the actor, even though it's technically the other way around.
I did write the actors down too.
Oh, good. So I got Cal from obviously Jedi Survivor. I got Alan Wake, and as I've teased multiple times, I'm saying both of them, actor, physically and voice, because they're both equally important. Peter, so Yuri, Clive, if you're looking for my Final Fantasy 16, there's one, and then Chai from Hi-Fi Rush. Those would be my 5.
Clive was actually my 6, but I had to bump him off.
Oh, okay.
So I got Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
I got both voice actors for Alan Wake. I have Saga Anderson.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one.
Brode Acuna from Star Wars Jedi
Yep.
Survivor.
Oh, that's a good
Brode.
one.
And then I got Kyle Kestis for
Oh,
fifth.
so you got 2 from Alan, 2
2 from
from,
Jedi Survivor.
and then Yuri.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's probably pretty close, to be honest with you. Yeah. I think if they go heavy on, but you know what? I kind of think, like, I don't know the girl's name, like maybe the girl who does Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate, like maybe something like that they would throw in, right? Like, but yeah, I think that's pretty. I also like Clive from Final Fantasy. Didn't he just win that one, whatever award show was today? He just won that.
I think so.
Yeah, so I feel like that's kind of a hint that he'll be at least a nominee. Okay. Did I do games for impact? Oh yeah, I did.
I didn't
Okay.
write down games for impact, so I'm going to be struggling here.
I did games for impact, but I only did 4 of them.
Okay.
So did you do them or no?
I didn't do them.
Okay, I'll just do it, because this is honestly, it's not that important. Games for impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message, and that's the part that really gets me, because I don't know what others would consider. I do understand, like, As Dusk Falls, I get that, but like I didn't actually play any of the other 5 Oh, I guess there's 6 in this one. That's weird. Okay, so I did Viewfinder, Dredge, Planet of Lana, and Cocoon. And I think I think I'm gonna get at least 3. I only did 4 because I just don't know that many games. But I think I'm gonna get like 3 of those right. Okay, best ongoing, and I love that Destiny 2 is here.
Oh God!
And I did not include that in mine. All right, you can go.
Alrighty, best ongoing. Just scrolling there, and okay. So I didn't with this one. I didn't know whether to put like ongoing games as like live service or like shooters or like ongoing franchises or just stuff that's added to. So what I ended up doing was I kind of mixed them a little bit. So like I have Halo because it did make a comeback this year.
Yes.
I got Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty because technically that is a ongoing. I do have Destiny 2 here. Fortnite and Call of Duty.
Okay. You know, now that you mention, I like the idea of Halo and I like Cyberpunk. So I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna actually eliminate some of mine. I'll say those 2. Let me get rid of these 2. Okay, I'll say your 2, Final Fantasy again, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky would be mine. I just feel like No Man's Sky is always continuing, like always doing well. Okay, best indie for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. And I think I had trouble with this one too. Yeah, I only did 3. This one I had trouble with. Did you do this one?
I did do this one.
Oh, okay. All right,
I
then
have
you
quite
lead.
a few here. Okay, so I got Cocoon as 1.
That's
I got Sea of Stars.
Oh, yeah.
Humanity.
Yes.
Bramble the Mountain King. And I couldn't remember if Hi-Fi Rush was one or not, so I put that on the list.
No, is there Tango? They're the ones who did like Evil Within and all that stuff. So Bethesda.
Yeah.
They're Bethesda.
Gotcha.
I mean, kind of like coming out of nowhere, like a surprise one. I like Humanity. That's when I played that. That's when I forgot. I got Humanity, Sea of Stars, Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, which I absolutely think that's going to be one of them, and Dredge again. So that's mine. Okay, let's take another break from this. Next up, we got community support, which honestly, I skipped best mobile game. I don't know if you did mobile game.
I did best mobile game, but I skipped community support.
Okay, all right, then we'll handle both of them then. I don't know how community support is different than ongoing, personally.
Yeah.
But all right, let's look at more comments and then we'll keep going. I think everyone knows Baldur's Gate 3 is winning game of the year. Yep. Yeah. I think people just don't kind of know the gaming atmosphere if they don't think that. I think they just maybe skip down on it, which is fine.
Scratch that. I only wrote one thing down for a mobile game, so never mind.
You wrote one game?
One game.
Oh wow. I want to hear it when we get there anyway, just for fun. Are you going to be doing game announcement predictions in the future as well? Yes. I think like I said, I think this is a lot of fun, and based off the viewership, like this is working. So I do want to do more event type live streams, and Sway's, welcome anytime. I want to do something where we predict the winners as one. Normally I do predictions like as a video, so I'll probably do that, but maybe like the week of it or the week before it, we can do another live stream where we just kind of talk about it. But I'm gonna try to split up, that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely like a lot of stuff. Dead Island 2 for horror or story. Well, there's best narrative. I don't think Dead Island deserves best, even though the narrative of Dead Island 2 is surprisingly good, so very good, but I don't think it deserves it. And then there is no horror.
Too much competition.
Yeah, if you did horror, it'd have to go up against Dead Space, and that would kind of be tough. Best gore physics. Yeah, I mean you can make up your own your own nominees. Tears of the Kingdom is going to win a lot. I agreed.
I agree.
Bro, what are you guys talking about? Starfield is winning game of the year. Yeah, I personally don't think it's going to. Why the hell is Starfield? Look, all right. Starfield I think even from them, I think Starfield was not this like massively big hit. You know, I do have it. Don't did I put it for? I thought I had it for like best music or something. I have
I had it
Starfield.
as honorable mention for Game of the Year.
Okay. I see it once on mine, maybe twice. I'm looking right now. I think only once. I just think I got to play by their rules. Like they only have 5 nominations for each of these,
Yep.
and then 6 for Game of the Year. I just don't think it's gonna. I'm just going based off. This is why I don't really do this. Like I like to do like top 30 games, and I just like list off my games. Like that way people can't get mad at me. Um, Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Crash will win. I think I have Texas on here for something. Hogwarts Legacy is Grammy nominated. That does make me think it's going to be the music one. What's going on, Nicholas? Roger Craig Smith for Sonic. Is that because I think he's been commenting Sonic stuff? I don't know. I don't know if that would win it. Let's see. Baldur's Gate actors getting in. I agree. Wicked, what's going on, buddy? I don't think Crash is winning anything. Although, like, no, I don't think, like, even best ongoing, I don't think it deserves that. King Greek, what's going on? I mentioned to him about a Suicide Squad live stream one day. Fortnite, either Fortnite, League, or Valorant. Yep, those are good ones.
Yeah.
Halo is mid but fun. I don't know. Sway might have to fight you over that one. Sea of Stars. Yeah, I've given Sea of Stars plenty of props here. Okay. All right, we'll stop there. Please do a bingo. I did kind of promise a bingo card, so I very well might do that. I gotta spend a little bit of time and but I will probably do a bingo card. Okay, let's keep going. We'll go back to comments in a second. We got best community support. Recognizing the game for outstanding community support, transparency, which I love, again, Destiny 2, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. I think Destiny's out this time, but, maybe not. Yep. All right, Sway, you go. Oh, wait, no, you said you didn't do this one.
This was the one I didn't do, but
what was your mobile one? What was the mobile one?
Street Fighter Duel.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right, well. All right. Well, I got community support. Final Fantasy, again. Apex Legends, Genshin Impact, Fortnite, No Man's Sky. To be honest with you, I took what they did last year and I looked at if they were still kind of continuing. That's how I decided my one this time. But I don't really think anything else came out, right? Like nothing would push these out. Like these are still popular. Exactly. Nothing is. What was the one from Amazon? What was that MMO from Amazon? Remember that? It did insanely. It got like 900,000 players the first like day, and then it kind of died. And I don't remember what the game's called, but maybe that. My friend.
I remember that happening.
Is it Lost Ark? Is that what it? Am I just thinking? I don't know what it's called.
I have to Google here
but
now.
I think that could do it. Okay. Innovation and accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Okay. You want to go on this one?
So for this, I would the way my mind works is they're looking for innovation. So this is the field where I do have Starfield, Tears of the Kingdom. One moment. Starfield, Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate. And then for the other two, I didn't put the other two because I couldn't think of anything that really innovated. Everything else kind of added on to what was already before. Like Spider-Man was just better. The most I can think of innovation-wise in Spider-Man was the web wings. So I outside of those three, couldn't think of much any.
Yeah. All right. So I looked at I did it the other way. I looked at like the accessibility options of each of these games to kind of see which ones were the furthest along. I do have Spider-Man 2, Hi-Fi Rush, because I believe they have a lot of like deaf things because of the music. Sea of Stars, Starfield. There's my Starfield for the day,
We both
and
have
Jedi,
Starfield.
yeah, we both have Starfield. See, and Jedi Survivor. Those would be my 5. Um, I feel bad. And you know what? I thought people would kind of call us out on Starfield. Nothing we can do. I don't think it's gonna make it. And that doesn't mean I don't like it. I do like it. Anyway, don't let people get to you, Alex. Accessibility in games. I didn't do this. Did you do the AR VR thing?
I did.
Okay, go ahead. You
So I
go.
got Resident Evil 4, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Firewall Ultra, and Switchback VR.
Nice. Those are good. Those are good. Okay. Best action game. For the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat. To be honest with you, they explain that like you're an idiot. I kind of am happy they did that because like primarily on combat, I never like, understood what made action action. So okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Jedi Survivor, Spider-Man 2, Armored Core 6, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush.
Okay, so I have Spider-Man 2, Jedi Survivor, Ghost Runner 2.
Ooh. That's good.
Tears of the Kingdom. That's all I have here.
Oh man. You know what? I don't know. Lies of P, I think. Is Lies of P an act? I mean, it is combat.
Yeah.
Man, now that I like Lies of P.
I'm gonna put that as my last one. Lies of P.
I feel like Lies of P would maybe take it over Hi-Fi Rush for me. Because I think Jedi Survivor is a lock because of how people think of it. I think Armored Core is also a lock. I think Final Fantasy 16 is kind of a lock. And then you'd have to debate amongst Spider-Man. You said Tears, right? Tears is interesting because of what, and I think, did I do it for Innovate? Did I maybe not do that? Didn't we just do that?
Yeah, we just did it.
Like their thing of the fusion stuff.
Yes.
I think that's a interesting, like that almost makes it qualified. Yeah. Oh man. I this one's fun. Like that one, I really actually kind of want to see what they choose. Action adventure. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle. So the only thing that makes action adventure different is how you get from point A to point B and you solve puzzles. Do you want to? Did you just go or did I
start it? I can start it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I have Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2, Jedi Survivor, Alan Wake, Ghost Runner 2.
Ghost Man. I really like Ghost Runner as well. All right. I have 2 like amendments here. Hi-Fi Rush, Alan Wake 2, Resident Evil 4, Jedi Survivor, Spider-Man 2. Here's the thing. I think Tears of the Kingdom might take Spider-Man's spot. I also don't really know if Spider-Man kind of deserves it. And I also wrote in parentheses on my sheet here, should be Hogwarts. So I actually think Hogwarts would deserve a nominee here, but I don't think it's going to get it.
It was on my honorable mentions with Resident Evil 4.
Yep. See, I think Resident Evil would absolutely be. It's just, do you want to give it because it's a remake, right? But I mean, it is one of the all-time great action adventure horror, so it probably does deserve it. Okay. 1, 2, we have like another row and a couple. Maybe we'll pause just for a second. Let's do comments again. Okay. Hi-Fi Rush absolutely deserves something. It does. That's why I think there's biasness from me. I'm thinking I'm giving Hi-Fi Rush way too much. So just so we're all like aware there. Grand Theft Auto 6. Not yet.
Not yet.
Love the idea. Plus with Sway win. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Craven for best villain. Maybe we should do our own, but not do like these ones. Yeah. Like do a best villain, best set. Like that would actually kind of be cool. Maybe we should do that.
Whole episode.
Get some creators on. Let me write Let me write it down. Hold on. Because I like that. I don't know if I want to do like just our own of exactly this, but I think if we do like different ones, I will do it because I think that would actually be fun. Hold on. Thank you. Thanks, King Greek. I guess I have to invite you. So you're invited to our event. But I swear to God, if you push the live service stuff on me, yeah, I'm kicking you out. I'm kicking you out right away. Now there's been like a freaking war on Twitter over the live service stuff.
Yes,
Lies of
there
P is
has.
game of the year. I think it has a shot of being
Yes, it does.
on their thing. I really do. Cat Kitty Games, thanks, buddy. Do you think we'll get Wolverine there? I have thought about it. I think it's possible, but I think I'll wait for a video. Halo for best score and music. I wouldn't count Halo, right? Because it's
Because it
ongoing.
came out years ago.
Yeah, it
It
didn't.
came out years
Yeah, I
ago.
wouldn't count it. Although
I
Halo
would want to.
Yeah. Starfield's good, but should have been better. To be honest, the hating on it is just brain dead, though. Yeah. I think it's kind of gotten a little extreme. Oh, he was kidding. Good. Starfield isn't winning anything. Ouch. Starfield Frontier or Starfield. Oh my God. Sonic Frontier is the last Horizon. You know what? Sonic best ongoing game. Could you get Sonic Frontiers on the best ongoing game list? Maybe because
I think you could.
They've had like you mentioned DLC, right? Games that kind of just stick around even if it's not live service. They've done that, you know.
I think I would put it in there. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it being put in there. So.
Can't talk about it, but I get to play test a game that will probably be on the Game Awards indie list next year. Ooh, oh my! I love things like that. Sonic Frontiers: The Last Horizon has the best score, and it's not even close. Oh man! Well, you know what? We don't play everything, so this is why we're doing this live, so you guys can tell us. Halo honestly might deserve to be best ongoing. Yeah, I didn't think of Halo Infinite, but when you mentioned it, I think that's got a real shot.
Yes. I hope it does.
Yeah. I think Survivor should be a nominee for Game of the Year. I think
I want it to be.
I think it should. I think Game of the Year should be like 10 nominees.
Exactly.
Like, that's what a nice number, big, encompass it. Because then you'd have Street Fighter, you could have Jedi, you could still have your Sea of Stars or Hi-Fi Rush. Notice I didn't put Hi-Fi Rush in it, even though it deserves it. But there's just
it was in my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
See, my full game of the list outside of it was Baldur's Gate, Tears of the Kingdom, Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Wonder, Street Fighter 6, Starfield, Jedi Survivor, Hogwarts Legacy, Hi-Fi Rush.
There you go. Yeah. See that I think that's a very well-rounded list. So, but we're not on the committee, so Fortnite should win community support. Yeah, that's why I think I kept it on there, right? Starfield or Survivor. Everything's just Starfield to me now that everybody's complaining. I'm just reading Starfield. Survivor was pretty awesome. Top 2 or so of the year for me. I need you all to play this indie game called RoboQuest. All right, I'll write it down. I'm a little backed up right now, but I'll do it. I think GTA 6 trailer could happen too. Okay. Octopath Traveler 2. I just got that game from GameStop. That's completely out of my radar, so I didn't think of it for any of these. Maybe art direction, but I don't know. All right, we'll stop there. I'll make a mental note. All right, we got another row and some. Best role-playing game. For the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. You know, I also just remembered I haven't put Assassin's Creed on any of these as well. Okay, you want to go?
Yes. It's funny you say that.
Look at that.
I have Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy, Hogwarts Legacy, Diablo, Cyberpunk, Phantom Liberty.
Oh, Diablo. I didn't think of Diablo. That probably makes it. I did Baldur's Gate, Sea of Stars, Lies of P, Starfield, Cyberpunk. So there's again your another Starfield reference. Yeah, that one's tough. I did not think of Diablo. I feel like it would be Baldur's Gate, Starfield, Cyberpunk, Diablo, and then one of the rest of them. Diablo, there's no, even though Diablo, like what it's doing with monetization, should be kicked out of the gaming industry for.
Yes.
Okay. best fighting for the best game design primarily around head-to-head combat. Now, this is a weak spot of mine. I have 3 games, and they're like the only fighting games I know of that came out this year. So, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2. Those are my 3.
Okay, so I have the same 3. So I have Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All Stars 2.
Now, what else came out?
I have Party Animals.
Yes.
And then I have EA UFC 5.
Okay. All right. That's better. That's a well-rounded list. Very good. Best family for the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Okay. I actually think I have a pretty good list for this one, but do you want to go?
I'll go first. So I got Mario Wonder, I got Sea of Stars, I got Cocoon, I got Sonic Superstars, and I have Pikmin 4.
Ooh, Pikmin. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna add, because I only had 4 of them. I'm gonna do Sonic actually to make that one person happy. I'm gonna do Sonic. Okay. I got one you didn't mention. 2, maybe.
Okay.
Disney Illusion Island, Mario Wonder, Chia, Season A Letter to the Future, and Sonic Superstars, or whatever it's called.
That's 3 I didn't mention.
What? That's not a
That's 3.
Oh yeah.
3,
We got
3 I didn't mention.
Yeah. I think Illusion Island, because that is probably the most pure family game. In fact, it's one of the only family games that came out this year, besides Mario, I guess. So, okay, so we got family. I did do Sim Strategy, although I think I had a hard time. But
I had a hard time. I only have 2 here.
Oh wow, I beat. Okay, you go first.
So for Sim, I have Midnight Suns and I have Fire Emblem.
Okay, Midnight Suns didn't come out this year though, so
it didn't. But was it eligible for anything last year?
It could be, because it came out so late last year. Yeah. Is it able to be this? Okay, I'd give you that.
I think it was a December release, like a December 2nd release.
Oh man, see if that's the case, then I actually would kick out. I'd kick out one of mine. All right, I got Dredge, which I haven't played, but I hear that it is a I think it's a sim-like type game. Baldur's Gate 3, Advanced Wars 1 and 2, that collection thing, Fire Emblem, and Minecraft Legends, which released this year, which I forgot about. All right. Did I do? Oh, I did do, okay. Sports and racing. It's like, I think I maybe skipped one that I wouldn't have anticipated skipping. Okay. I'll go first. Sports and racing. Oh, I think I only have 4. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, Crew Motor Fest, Forza Motorsport, and then EA Sports FC24, meaning FIFA.
Okay, so I got Crew Motorsports. Well, Crew Motor Fest, I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Motorfest. Crew Motorfest. I have EAFC. I have Forza Motorsport. I have UFC 5, and I have F1 23.
Oh, okay. A little racing, or racing kind of throughout the entire thing, but racing at the end there. Okay. Best multiplayer. You can go first.
Okay, so I'm finding it on my list here. Here we go. So I have Halo.
Oh.
Call of Duty, Fortnite, Apex, and I do have Overwatch here. However, I kind of want to switch it out for Splatoon only because Overwatch ain't doing too hot right now.
All right. I got actually a very different one from you. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I found a way to
didn't think of that like that.
I think it's going to do it. Texas Chainsaw, Baldur's Gate 3. This does have multiplayer in terms of co-op. Diablo 4, same thing. Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 1.
Okay.
So there's that. Okay. Best multiplayer. Skip Content Creator of the Year.
Yeah, that's debut. Alex. We already know.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't do best debut indie. Did you do that?
I'm looking here. I want to say that I did, but then again, debut indie. So I just took that as like an indie game that came out this year, correct? Or like
Well,
this is the first
it has to
studio?
be the first one from the studio.
Uh, I don't know if mine's would. I'll just read you mine
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Cocoon, Dave the Driver, A Space for the Unbound, Videoverse, and Humanity.
Humanity. That's a good one. That's a good one. Um, best adaptation.
I did this
Okay.
one as well.
I think I got. Oh yeah, I think I got 5 for this. Okay. The Last of Us Season 1, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Twisted Metal, the Gran Turismo movie, and the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
I have Last of Us, Super Mario Brothers, Castlevania,
Ooh.
Gran Turismo. I didn't write a fifth one, but that fifth one would probably have to go to you just said it. Oh my god.
Either Twisted Metal or Five Nights.
Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal.
Yeah. I think Twisted Metal will deserve it over Five Nights, but I think Five Nights would probably be on there.
Win it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, the final one, and then we'll look at some comments and we'll get out of here. Most anticipated, which, by the way, they got it now. Like, did we have the discussion last year of why Spider-Man was not on here? Like,
I think because it wasn't officially like it was announced, but there was no trailer for it. I don't think.
Yeah. So all right. So for this one, I thought of that. So the only games that I have, just in case people get mad at me, the only games on my most anticipated, because it's, again, what they're going to do, they have to be games that are pretty locked in. So, like, I'd want it to be games like later on in the year, like, say, Wolverine, right, would be on, like, my list, but it can't be on theirs because you don't know for sure. All right, so my most anticipated, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hellblade 2 or Senua Saga, however you say it, Wolf Among Us 2. I'm going to give it that one because that one, Jeff and all that. Little Nightmares 3. Those are my 5.
Okay, so this was one of the ones that I did today while I was at work, and I don't have the list because I took everything off because of a little announcement that we got a few days ago.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm putting Grand Theft Auto there is because they said that there would be an announcement for it, and I'm assuming that there will probably be a trailer for it or of some kind before the Game Awards. Not the big trailer, but like an announcement trailer. And I'm just putting all my chips that is, because if that is eligible, it's the only thing worth mentioning at that point.
Yeah. GTA was one I thought about, especially after a couple days ago, but I thought because it wouldn't be locked in, any game that is not locked into 2024, so even games like Stellar Blade or Avowed, even, like games like that, I don't think you can count them.
They don't have a date yet, so
yeah. I think all the games I picked, like Little Nightmares and Hellblade, don't have dates. Or no, Little Nightmares might. I think it's a window. Hellblade doesn't really have a window, but so yeah. All right, let's look at some comments and then we'll get out of here. This was fun. Okay. Armored Core slams the action. Yeah, that's why I had to do it. I had to put it in there. Armored Core 6 was amazing. Yeah, King Greek was playing the heck out of that game. Crucible? Was it Crucible? See, I thought it was a different. I don't remember it being called Crucible, but maybe it was. Sifu is definitely worth it on sale. It's a phenomenal game. Yeah, hopefully nobody tackles Jeff now that like GTA 6 will be into the wild. Vote for best betrayal. Spoilers. I appreciate the Ghost. Yeah. And now, Sway, did you even play Ghost Runner 2?
I actually did get to play a little bit of it.
Oh, okay.
I got
because if you put it on there and I didn't, and you didn't play it and I did, that'd look really bad for me.
No, I had a friend that was able to share play it with me, and then I have another friend that actually got to play test it and beta test it. So I've had like a few different opinions as well as like hands on with it myself, and I would definitely give it the amount of praise that I gave it through here. I think it's really, really well done.
No, I love it. Spider-Man 2 is definitely taking best action adventure. It checks off all the boxes, traversal, great combat, and it has puzzles. It has incredible traversal. The combat is really good and was like updated enough, like with the anti-suit and like all that different stuff. Puzzles though, no.
Mm-mm.
Puzzles, I think like Resident Evil off the top of my head would crush it. Alan Wake 2's puzzles would also crush it.
Not
Yeah.
to mention that and the Tears of the Kingdoms
Tears of the
would crush
Kingdom.
it. Not to mention Jedi Survivor
Yeah.
would crush it. So
Yeah.
it's
I think puzzle and that's not even a big weakness. Like I don't
no,
care. I don't care that
no,
Spider-Man 2 doesn't have good puzzles, but like if you're, criteria for
a
this,
whole package. I think that Jedi Survivor actually strikes a little bit closer
yeah.
for a case of winning best action
Yeah.
adventure to me than Spider.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. Like, again, I hopefully that doesn't come off like so anti that's why these things
Yeah.
again, like they're fun to do, but like I don't like doing them myself. Is it just me or is Spider-Man 2 getting hated way more compared to the first two games? It's definitely getting hated on more, I think.
I think the further we get away from it, I think a lot of people, the rose-colored glasses are coming off, and a lot of people are kind of just seeing it for what it is versus like, we love this thing and this thing finally came out and everything is perfect, and now everybody is kind of like, well, it's still a masterpiece, but it's not a masterpiece per se, but it's still this incredible product. But we are now acknowledging that it does have its issues.
Right.
So I don't think that it's hate more than it's just people are realizing like, okay, this wasn't as perfect as we thought it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, we never get a Wolverine announcement before the Spider-Man DLC. I have thought about that too, and I kind of don't agree though. I think they could start doing Wolverine stuff even with but I could see it. I could totally see that. I think Mario and Zelda are going to take some stuff home since they're both Nintendo first party IPs. Yep. Nintendo does have like like I know people are saying like there is no Nintendo bias. Yes, there is. And like there just is. But Baldur's Gate I think disrupts a lot of that. Because I just think Baldur's Gate kind of is just another step. But
Baldur's Gate is in the Elden Ring position for me this year.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Oh man, I would cry if they showed anything Wonder Woman. That'd be freaking sweet.
I would cry and I would be nervous.
Valhalla is my favorite. Well, yeah, but that's that they didn't come out this year.
Yeah.
Could Ghost Runner 2 Game of the Year? No.
I would love it, but no. Wrong year to come out in.
Like last year was kind of weaker. It was definitely weaker than this year. Street Fighter 6 personally for me, but it could go MK1. I assume that was either fighter or multiplayer or Mario Wonder for family, Sonic Superstars, or Pikmin 4. Yeah, I forgot about Pikmin. Oh, SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. That could be family. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was this year. Oh January. My God.
Where's Forspoken at? Or any of those games. You guys think AC Mirage will be nominated for Game of the Year? No. Maybe.
No. I don't know. Nominated for one thing, but
you did?
Not for Game of the Year. Not for Game of the Year, but I did have it nominated for something.
Yeah. That one's tough because like the world is always Ubisoft's strong suit.
Role-playing is what I had it.
Role-playing. Yeah, I think you could say that. Like the world is really good. It does feel nice to get around it, but it's not the greatest combat game. It's not the greatest story game.
Nope.
And then even like art and direction, like games like Sea of Stars, I think pop off more than like unfairly maybe, than Assassin's Creed. So it's in a tough position. Why not City Skylines for Sim Game? Because it was destroyed at launch by critics universally for the PC launch. That's why.
Yep.
I thought of City Sky. That's the first thing I thought of, and I thought I don't think they're going to do it because how would that look? Yeah. Nintendo Switch Sports was last year.
Maybe for best ongoing game though, because Switch it is.
They did. They added more sports to it.
They add more sports to it, and they have like a little battle pass with inside of it, so you can complete like certain. You don't
Oh,
pay for
really?
anything, but like if you complete like the different and get enough points, you earn and unlock like different gear for your
Oh,
meat and stuff like that. Like I play it occasionally with my friends. I play the golf, so
yeah,
like that's the only reason why I know. But like as soon as he said it, I didn't think of it, but that could definitely go in the
yeah,
ongoing.
ongoing. Yeah. Mario or Five Nights for the adaptation. I think The Last of Us I think that's like a little PlayStation biasy there, where I think
Yes,
unfairly we'll do. I mean, this is a little prediction for
but
when we do the show. Yeah,
I
I think
think
Mario
honestly
should
Mario could
yeah,
win.
yeah. Skull Island: Rise of Kong is clearly game of the year. You're right.
Oh, for sure.
How could we
How
have
can we,
forgotten?
my
Yeah.
Lord and Savior Kong?
Do you think any of the Chinese or Korean games that we've seen over the years will release in 2024, such as Stellar Blade? I think Stellar Blade will come out next year. Yeah. Yep. Or is Rise? I mean, Rise of the Ronin. I think that's just Japanese. So, um, uh, still Wonder Woman, Indiana Jones, plus the new James Bond. Yeah, yeah. But like none of those. I wouldn't like it if those appeared on most anticipated because there is no guarantee
No,
any of them comes out next. In fact, I don't think any of them will come out next year, to be honest.
I see TMNT, and I'm like, I'm surprised I didn't mention that or
This?
Snow Day. Yeah,
Oh, Snow Day.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But see,
up
like,
there
I
for
don't
me.
think TMNT will come out next year. Slash, it would be so late where I
Yeah,
don't think it would deserve the because of the criteria. New Transform. I did think of the new I thought of like Stellar Blade, Transformers. Like I did run through that list in my head, but that wouldn't. I don't think that would do it either. I have Sonic Superstars that progressively becomes scary hard, but deserves a nomination because why not? Yeah, we gave it. I think Sway gave it more than I did because I kind of forgot it came out. Crazy. The more I think about Tears of the Kingdom, the more I realize how much I like it. It was a game that passed me by personally.
I think the first one is just so exhausting that it's hard to go back into the second one.
Yeah.
Because you know what type of commitment you need. And that's what it was for me. I still haven't finished it, but I did go back and I'm like, I think when I stopped, I was at 10 hours. I think now I might be, I honestly don't remember, but it's more than 10.
All right. Let's see. Any fine Killer Clowns is another one I thought of. I didn't put it on there. Combat wise and traversal, I agree, but the story for me personally wasn't as strong. Slash had issues for some. I think it's Spider-Man for the action
Spider-Man.
adventure.
Same.
No. Well, again, Epic. Like it's not me. They are not going to put Crash on anything. I don't really know if it deserves anything in the first place, but they definitely will not. So remember, this is it's hard to put that like in a title. We are predicting what they will show on Monday. Like literally this Monday when Jeff reveals it, we're trying to predict that. And
these
then,
aren't our lists.
these
These are
are
what we
not,
think is going to happen.
we can do that later or a different time. The golf Sway knows. Of this year's games, Jedi Survivor and Hogwarts are Grammy nominated. Yep. I'll cover the King Kong game if it was free. I'm not going to pay for that. Just like I won't pay more than like like Gollum, I won't even buy for $5. Like it needs to be. Free. And they can't put on Game Pass or PlayStation because that like looks bad for the service, right? Yeah. So I don't even know what you do.
Epic Games for free.
I was thinking of the Wonder Woman micro or like live service thing. I think could be more of like the DLC long term, which I pray that's what it is. All right. Listening to this, it sounds like I need to try a few games. Yeah, I mean I think we covered a lot, and I think the games that we both kind of missed that weren't in our radar, I think each other got. I don't really feel like there was that many that both of us, any of the comments, I don't think we missed any, to be honest with you. I feel like we covered it all. All right. So, well, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Sway, for being here. This was a blast. And so, I mean, we got a few more weeks left. like I said, we could do a predictions video for what's gonna win. I do want to do that, and then maybe our own kind of game of the year thing we could do at the end of the year. And then like predictions for the Game Awards itself. We can definitely do a couple kind of special event live streams. I want to try to do more Friday streams again. I used to do them like every week, but now I can't. But I do want to try that. So, Sway, is there anything you want to say before we say goodbye?
Yes, thank you all for coming out and supporting. I love seeing all of the answers and all of your takes on things that should be nominated or will be nominated. I always love the engagement that you guys give as well. It's very important to the show, and it's something that me and Alex really appreciate a lot. So as always, just thank you so much for coming out and supporting, as well as thank you for just making this fun as well. Like, it's always fun back me and Alex going back and forth with this, but like you guys coming in, that's an added element. And you guys, honestly, for a few times, this one made me think of some that maybe I didn't think about, or like maybe going back, like even the golf, like for the ongoing for the that's what I was saying. So I was just like, I love being able to like just have that third party there to like, hey guys, you're not thinking of this, and even the comedic side. So thank you guys for always coming in and coming through with the entertainment.
For sure. Thank you all for being here. This was, honestly, I hope this was fun for you to watch, and even, afterwards, hopefully as a video, it does well. I think this is kind of the future for what I want to do live streaming wise on the channel. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching, even if it's after the live stream itself. And, we'll try to stick with the Fridays. We'll try to do like more predictions for the Game Awards. And I'll let you know on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Follow Sway on Twitter as well. But I'll let you guys kind of know what each Friday's event will be as we go. Okay. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.